Houston, Texas, home to the Rice Owls, and we've been looking forward to this game all week long. What we have in store today, a clash between a pair of squads from the American. As we'll see, the Florida Atlantic Owls taking on the Rice Owls. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. Rice ready to kick it off and get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Terrell. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. So Florida Atlantic's offense takes the field for the first time today. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
And how about that start for the offense in this game? You could not ask for a better play. They come out firing, going down the field. They get a huge completion. What a way to begin this football contest.
Looking to throw on first down. Dances away to buy time. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They're dealing with a second and long. He leaves it with his back. Breaks into the open. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Owls come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Got it on the outside. It's Henry. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Sands. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Owls.
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the entire field and you put 6 up on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Owls offense taking the field. First chance we have to see them today. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, David.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like, you could tell, man, he was singing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch. It's Barnett. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. He'll pull it on the read. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big game, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
The Owls come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. He'll keep it himself. There he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. This Rice offense has a nice-looking drive going. Rides the back and leaves it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the big fullback. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. That is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. Running into the open space. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the tight end. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end can catch the football and make big plays.
Close to the marker, it's Henry. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. Florida Atlantic goes to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the middle. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Almost had the completion, just missed it.
I don't even know if the offense is aware that they have other eligible targets downfield. It feels like every single...
Oh, he's got some space. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Owls pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Fires to the end zone. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Owls. He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point makes it 14-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, we've got a final score for a notable game today in the American. UTSA packed a wallop today. This was supposed to be a major road test, and instead it felt like a stroll down the Riverwalk there in San Antonio. Always fun to see two of the better programs in the American duke it out. A good barometer for both coaches, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know, the runner just has to have a little bit more patience. He bounced that thing outside a little too early, and as a result, lost yards.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Run the gun, running back on the move. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Able to get the first one of the day away. They did have to send him out 3 times in that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. To the air on first down. He's going to throw deep right side. Makes a grab deep. Touchdown, Owls. A great catch and run for 6. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. And guys, Florida Atlantic has the edge. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter.
Literally whipping the butt.
Look at the stats. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Give to the running back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long, ball's at the 25. On the move. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Rice will be forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Florida Atlantic takes over again, and the Owls offense will go back to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. Throws to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Backed up now, here's second and long. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming. So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. With the catch, it's Wilson. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Leaves it with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. On the run, it's Jackson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big...
Turning it on! He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He has the first and still on his feet. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. First down, 10 yards to go. They're going to ride this running back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
This defense has got some monsters up front. Individual athleticism. You see guys winning their one-on-ones. They're getting pushed. They're swimming the offensive lineman and then converging on the running back.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. They couldn't connect on 2nd down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking down the middle. It's caught downfield. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's 1st down at the 27. This Florida Atlantic offense is moving quickly. Creates a little room. What powerful running, just driving the pile forward for everything he could get. He'll be just a few inches short. We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Owls have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Throws to the tight end. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away. They went up top on 2nd and short. Surely they stick to the ground here on 3rd and inches. They'll try to get it through the air. Had nowhere to go with that one. Had to just throw it away. A wise decision to keep the field goal in play.
And this offense trusted their quarterback. 3rd down and short, they give him the football, tell him to go make a play. Nothing open. What does he do? We're in field goal range. We're in a good spot here. Throws the football away, makes the right decision.
That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line.
And you see this more and more in football, in all sports, really, like analytics. It's the world of I'm going to go for it now.
For sure. Basketball, you shoot more threes. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic.
I think there were a lot of doubters that wondered how this team was going to be able to handle this environment and whether or not they could find success early in this game. They have proved all of those doubters wrong. They have been dominant in every phase, on offense, on defense, and on special teams, and they are piling it on here early in this game on the road.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic than they get him on the ground at the 20. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Quarterback on the keeper. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. Rice rushes to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Snatches it on the right. Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He goes out of bounds right at the 30-yard line, and suddenly you are operating in plus territory. Looking for room, it's Alexander. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that. Fires deep toward the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to reach for a long one, a 52-yard attempt. Right down the boulevard, it's good. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Just wanted to find a little space to run and ekes out some to get it up to the 21. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Trying play action. Catch in the middle. It's Nelson. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Lost a throw on first down. Got the big tight end on the corner route. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Florida Atlantic will go to work with a fresh set of downs. Unloads to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23. This offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. Wants to go up top on first down. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left. In the final seconds of the first half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Houston.
Florida Atlantic will try to kick it deep and break the seal on this second half. Let's see what he can do with the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Rice takes over the Owls, ready to get that offense cooking again. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third.
I literally had that shit covered, bro.
Just need one thing to go right for this offense to start to build that momentum, and then that becomes infectious for the defense, for special teams. Everything can change. It just takes one play.
It really can, and it's so strange, and you can't quantify.
Breaks into the open. And a nice pickup on the line and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, you wonder how this guy is so dynamic. It's because of his speed. You simply can't coach that. You saw it on that last carry.
They'll leave it with him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He'll do it himself. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. And listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays. But he's just going to have to do a good job of understanding when to hand it off, when to pitch it, and try to keep this defense on their heels and read his keys.
Oh, my
He's got a lot of talent. He's got to make sure he's making the right decisions moving forward.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got it in the middle, it's Walker. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Owls, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. A little screen to the running back. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
Barges ahead. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Scores on the sneak.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And he made the extra point without problem. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Florida Atlantic has the ball back, and the offense will try to put together a drive. They still have a cushion, but you don't want to feed that hope with unproductive drives. Running back searching for a hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. The offense changing the play. Looking for space. It's Sam. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Florida Atlantic will send the punt unit onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Shakes off the defender.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of a spot.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. 1st down and 5 after the penalty. He'll pull it on the read. Can't get him to the ground. He has an extensive juke library, and he exhausted it and still didn't pick up much.
When you're a defensive guy and you want to fire in and you want to go hit the quarterback, but you know if I fire in, he's just going to give the football up. You got to be patient. You got to understand what your responsibility is. Then you see when he keeps the football, you got to go tag him. But the problem is these guys are such good athletes. They're so hard to catch once they do pull the football. But it's kind of like the hidden hat trick. You know, where's the ball? It's underneath this one. No, I picked this one up. No, it's gone. It's underneath this one. Nope, there it is. It's gone.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover. We've come to the end of the period, and Florida Atlantic has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. So 1st down will open up the final period. They're going to throw it to start the drive. The short hand is Smith. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. The Owls can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Quickly out to the tight end. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. Just outside the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
The throw. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. Right down the middle. Wideout trying to get it in. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Florida Atlantic has the offense humming. Touchdown, Florida Atlantic. And the stomping has commenced. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Rice has the ball back, and they're ready to send the offense back to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt, you cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws for the tight end. Caught near the sideline, it's Schwartz. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he gets it to midfield. Rice going to work with another 1st and 10. Now they'll run the draw. He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Under fire. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Here's a heat. He wants a big play here late. Underneath toast to coverage, got it deep downfield. He's brought down the one of play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line. After that huge play, right back at him on 1st and 10 from inside the 15. He'll keep it himself. Right there to stop him, and that'll be a loss of 3. Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Owls. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field.
Oh, they block it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. After all,
What the heck? I'm locking on.
They could have imagined as they get the 2-pointer. Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. The Florida Atlantic offense will return to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chugging and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Got it behind the line. It's Henry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. A shot toward the end zone. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
Oh, man. I mean, you don't get more wide open than that, right? Big fella running down the field. Nobody near him. Quarterback puts it on him. Just got to make the catch.
Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Oh, and he missed it. No good. So, guys, a missed opportunity to expand the lead. Still a 17-point cushion. When